What's the story behind Toto's classic hit Africa? Over the years, it seems like the band has been all over the place about this classic song whose mysterious lyrics draw you into a world where love and loyalty reign supreme. All your burning questions about this huge hit from the 80s will be answered, I promise. But first, let's talk a little bit about the song. From Wikipedia, we learned that Africa was included on Toto's 1982 album Toto 4 and released as a single on September 30th in 1982. It reached number 1 on the US Billboard Hot 100 chart on February 5th, 1983, and it is the band's only number 1 hit. The song was written by the band's keyboardist and vocalist David Paich and drummer Jeff Porcaro. Paich is the primary composer of the song, and truth be told, it was something that he had been working on by himself for quite a while before bringing it to the band at the tail end of the Toto 4 recording sessions. Paich has said that the song was inspired by late-night television viewing, and in particular a documentary around all of the suffering of the people in Africa. Beyond what he saw on television, he didn't know a ton about it, but he loved the idea of people dedicating their lives towards improving the outcomes of others. Paich commented that the lyrics were difficult to compose because he was a white boy trying to write a song about a country that he had never even been to. That said, in his mind, he envisioned the song being a love song to the continent. A love story so strong that its protagonist can't break free from the continent's beautiful stranglehold that it has on him. Paich has also said that the bless the rains part comes from his time in Catholic school when a priest came back from Africa and said that he blessed the rains there. I'm not sure what it means to bless the rains. Perhaps the priest was referring to the act of praying for water. That would make sense given the severe drought that at times Africa has experienced. Believe it or not, the song almost didn't make it onto Toto 4. When the band finished recording the song, all of the members were absolutely blown away by the scope and the beauty of the song. However, because it was a passion project of David's, the band members all agreed that maybe the best thing for him to do would be to hold on to it for a solo album that he was working on. After much discussion, the band members decided to include it as the final song on the album. The band's other hit from the album, Rosanna, would kick things off, but it was Africa that the band hoped would leave a lasting impression on anyone who chose to listen to the album from beginning to end. I think very few music fans would disagree that Toto 4 is the band's most accessible and most accomplished work. It was also the last album with the original Toto lineup. During the recording of the album, bass player David Hungate left the band to spend more time with his family, and 2 years later, prior to the beginning of recording their follow-up album, Bobby Kimball was gone as well. Between Toto 4 and the release of the band's follow-up album, Isolation, band members always in demand helped with the recording of Michael Jackson's Thriller album, as well as Chicago's comeback release, Chicago 16. As a huge Tubes fan, I have to point out the members of the band also assisted with recordings of the Completion Backwards Principle and Outside Inside, as well as Fee Waybil's first solo release, Read My Lips. So that's it. What do you think? Is Africa Toto's crowning achievement both lyrically and musically? Weezer sure seems to think so. Or do you have another favorite Toto song that you feel deserves that honor? Leave your thoughts in the comments section below, and if you enjoyed this video, please click on the thumbs up icon. And what the heck, why not consider subscribing to my channel, where I talk about music from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and mostly 80s. You know, the good stuff. But most importantly, and as always, thank you so much for watching.